league when you have a civilian at quarterback.
Come on.
I can't say this team with Jared Goff at quarterback is better than the Chiefs or the Bills. I can't. I won't. In the modern NFL, I think it's very, very difficult to win 3 straight playoff games with a guy, even if he's a good guy, at quarterback. And that's what I feel they have. You can be mad. That's my opinion on the Lions.
I'm not going to be mad. you're dead wrong. Like,
Nick Wright on the B team known as FS1. I don't know the name of their show. I see they got a bunch of people kind of on the network that nobody care about, other than my boy TJ Husmanzada. They're like Michael Irvin and Paul Pierce, but outside of that, Keyshawn is my boy too. But outside of that, Sean McCoy, don't really care for him, especially after he tried to play or hate on Dikembe Mutombo before he died, though. Rest in peace to Dikembe Mutombo. No. I mean, Joy Taylor, can't keep a man, trash. The Acho brother, trash. The whole network is trash, right? But nonetheless, he basically said that he don't see the Detroit Lions winning 3 playoff games with the civilian quarterback and Jared Goff. Some people on the panel disagree with him. I mean, the LA Rams won 2 or 3 playoff games with Jared Goff and made it to the Super Bowl. We won 2 playoff games last year, and, maybe if we kept running the fucking football, we would have been in the Super Bowl. Jared Goff has won playoff games. One thing I can say about Jared Goff, man, when it's time to play big, no diddy, he play big. Pause, no diddy, he does. So the whole narrative in which, you gotta understand, most of these people don't watch the game. Most of these analysts don't watch the games. They don't. And it's hard to watch every game, in its totality. So, but Nick Wright I don't even know how he got on TV. Like, I literally don't like him at all. At least his personality on TV, I'm pretty sure he's probably a swell fellow. All right? But his persona on TV is just watered down Skip Bayless. All right? But Goff had one bad game and everybody ready to jump off the bandwagon. And, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere: Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Music, Kick, Twitch. But everybody, it's overreaction. So you throw 5 interceptions, it's going to be an overreaction. They win, right? Lamar Jackson was just in the MVP clearly last week. They lose to Pittsburgh. Now Josh Allen has a big win over Kansas City. Now he's the leader for MVP. And then, he may have a bad game here. And this guy, it's just, that's what they sell it. They sell overreactions. But, Goff, I mean, I can't name too many better quarterbacks than Goff. You go Lamar, you go Josh, you go Patrick. Not this year, Patrick, but it is what it is. Maybe you go Matthew, Joe Burrow, maybe Stride. That may be a very, very short list. Tua, we know what happened with him. Herbert's playing well, but you got to see a little bit more from him. Jaden Daniels playing well, but, they played a real opponent. We see what happened. Kyler Murray's playing extremely well. Kirk Cousins, coming off the Achilles up and down. Jordan Love, kind of the turnovers a little bit, but ain't too many people better than him right now. So, but, it's just, sometimes perception, and most people think it's the reality. And you look at it, Peyton Manning couldn't win 3 playoff games to save his life for a while. As good as Peyton Manning was, I watched Peyton Manning as a child struggle in the playoffs. The dude lost them to the Miami Dolphins. And what's so funny, this is how powerful the Mannings are. Some people may not know this story. So the kicker, I think his name was Mike Vanderjagt. He basically called a spade a spade. And, this is why, a lot of people are disingenuous. And I would say, if you're going to be just shut the fuck up, excuse my language, before you be disingenuous. That's my whole thing. It ain't that you got to be fake at the workplace or in corporate America. It's just shut the hell up. Don't speak your mind. Just be quiet. But in this instance, being real is frowned upon. right? And even on the internet, keeping it funky is being frowned upon. And he basically said that Peyton Manning was a choker. Do you know Mac Vanderjagt never played again in this league? Now, also, there's a twist to the story. I believe he missed a key kick that could have won the game. That might have been that game at the Miami or down the line. But long story short, his comments about Peyton Manning being a choke artist, he got whiteballed out the league. I'll never forget it. Every year I used to sit on my grandma's runner. And she had the little runner that go down the hallway, the plastic thing for people that may not be, old enough. And I used to watch him lose every year. Every year I used to watch Peyton Manning get bounced from the playoffs. Every year, whether it was New England, Pittsburgh, Miami, I think they might have got bounced out by Jacksonville. They was losing to everybody. And then one year, he finally broke through. You know what I'm saying? One year he broke through, and they made it, and they won the championship. They broke through again and lost to the Saints. He threw that pick six to Terry Porter. So, like I said before, when you start talking about what quarter, like you have to be able to play well. You have to be able to play well in the playoffs. You have to be able to make the right decisions and play well in the playoffs. We've seen Lamar not play so well. We've seen Peyton Manning historically not play well. But on the other side of it, and Aaron Rodgers was another guy that didn't play well. But we've seen other guys like Eli Manning play very, very well in the playoffs. It's a totally different guy. We've seen Joe Flacco have some good playoff runs. Believe it or not, they probably should have went to 2 Super Bowls in his reign in Baltimore. Remember, he threw that ball to Lee Evans, and Lee Evans dropped that ball to send them to the Super Bowl in Pittsburgh. Lee Evans went to Wisconsin. Never forget him. He hit Lee Evans in the numbers, and Lee Evans dropped the ball. And Ray Lewis gave that passionate speech afterwards. Excuse me. Man, that jumped out of my mouth. No daddy. Getting sick. Girl I'm dealing with, she like, I'm sick. I'm like, that shit's coming. No diddy. I know that's why I was drinking throat tea and Theraflu and all that shit. Trying to come over tonight. Bring that sickness over here. But nonetheless, my bad. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, Goff, like, it's just saying they say things for shock value. They make ignorant comments, and these be the same people that have a vote to vote for the MVP, have a vote to put people in the Hall of Fame. Most of these dudes in this industry, you know what I'm saying, they don't really know nothing. They don't really know the game. But to be honest, more fuel in the tank for the Lions, more fuel for the fire. I don't know what else the man got to do. He done proved me wrong, and I can admit it. So we've seen guys they quote unquote, wouldn't, call, a great quarter. Oh, I don't think, he's a civilian quarterback. I mean, guys like Nick Foles that made a run. Jeff Hoster from the Giants, he was backup Phil Simms. He made a run. Nick Foles made a run. I mean, Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson, all made runs. When this modern NFL, it's plenty of guys. You don't have to have the greatest quarterback to make a run. Some people would waver on whether Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts are great quarterbacks at making runs. Are they great quarterbacks? So you got to, man, if you're going to win in the playoffs and you're going to make a Super Bowl run, there's about 5 important things that's imperative that you must do. You don't turn over the ball. That's the one thing. You don't turn over that rock. You're able to run the ball. Don't turn the rock over. Run the ball. Stop the run. Get after the passer. Those are the 4 things you should do. And you got to be playing your best football heading into January. When you leave in December, heading into January, you got to start playing your best football. You got to start clicking. Don't click too early. Don't click too soon. But at that right point, those are the 5 important things. Protect that football. Run that football. Stop the run. Get after the passer. Be playing your best football in all 3 phases. That's all I got. Idiot Nick Wright. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Some other platforms. Upload on the Patreon. Peace.